If you are under the age of 18, the content of this video is not intended for you. Please stop watching now. Hey YouTube, it's Audrey, and I wanted to come on and participate this weekend in Two Crafters, One Design, whose theme this week is anything my creative time. And I really love my creative time products. I have a lot of them, and so I used a lot of them for these projects, although they are little, but I tried to be versatile in using them this week. So that is their theme for this week, and I will have their names or their channels rather listed below. And this is hosted by Melissa, who's Mode Creations, Gloria, who's Girlier's Cards, and Lisa, who is UCY I'm a Diva. So their links will be below, and I'm also submitting it under Saturday Morning Makes, which is Sat Morning Makes, hosted by Jill Norwood, and I will have her channel linked below also. So my creative time, all by the way, as I think about it, if you had not seen, I got an email here late night. This is early Sunday morning, somewhere on the West Coast. It's still Saturday. But I saw an email that there is a 24-hour surprise sale for my creative time. So it's an extra 15% off. If you look, there is a code. I'm not sure what the code is right now. I'd have to look that up, but I'll put it in the description box below. And again, it's only for 24 hours, so it ends sometime on Sunday evening. So if there's some things that you have been eyeing and just waiting for, now's the time. Okay, sales information over. Let me show you what I have used. I had pulled these out for another project because I had found them in the bag with the lemon bling that I used on my lemon purse project on Wednesday. So I had these pulled out. So I used a little flower and I used one of the sunflowers. I use this My Creative Time Christmas paper in the traditional colors. This one also comes in a more of a pastel version of the same paper too. I also used the page out of the My Creative Time Tea Time paper pad. I used this daisy die set, and I used the two smaller, the two mediums, and the two larger hearts. I used this set, which is called Here For You. So I used the teddy bear, and I used two of the sentiments, and then the teddy bear die. I used this cute cards die, which is similar, a little smaller than a mini slimline, but I used the card maker, and then I used the stitch layer. Excuse me, I still have a cold. I also used, I believe, this one of the stitch label dies. Told you I'm using a lot of product. I used the stitch gift card pocket die. And that's, sorry, hit the camera. That's what it looks like. I use this Time for Tea set. I use the cup outline, the spoon, and then one of these sentiments that go with this. So I did not use the teapot or the teacup on this one. I'll show you what I did. I did not use the stamp for that, but I did use one of the sentiments. And then I used the spoon just to cut out a spoon. And then this, I'll show you, there's a piece of paper that has teacups on it that you could cut out. I use this peppermint candy cane dies. And I used a sentiment and one of the dies out of this set. All right, let me show you what I made. My projects are not that big, but I did use a lot of different dies and die sets. So this is a little sending you hug sympathy card for someone I work with. And what I did was I used that mini card die, and then I used the layer, which is a stitch that you could see, but I used that daisy set, and you could see that I cut out the daisies, I put them on that layer, and then where they were hanging off the edge, I cut them off. But then I also filled in the spaces with hearts. I used all white paper, 110-pound paper, because I wanted it to be white on white. Excuse me. Here's where I used the label die. I actually cut it out 3 times and glued it together for some dimension, so it's dimensional, like a chipboard piece. I stamped the sending a hug to heal your heart from that set, and then the teddy bear I embossed in white embossing powder. So you can, it may be hard to see on camera. I think you could see it. Yeah, like that. The embossing powder is shiny, but it also is cut out 3 times and layered for some texture. And the white on it is just a little different, of course, than the white on the cardstock that I used. So I made the background just to give it some interest, and then have the little hearts on there. And then on the inside, I just stamped with "My thoughts and prayers are with you." And then my little stamp on the back. So that's the first project. Then the second one, I did the same thing, but in 2 versions. I did just a regular version of that little pocket gift card die, and a gift card does fit in here. I do think I have one laying around here somewhere. Yep, that I tend to use. So the gift card does slide in here. It really does. There we go. So it slides in there like a pocket. You could glue this pocket inside of a card, or you could just give it like this. You know, wrap it up, attach it to a tag, whatever you like to do with it. But that's what it looks like and how the gift card fits. So here is where the printed paper has cups and teapots that you could cut out with those outline dies. So I cut one of those out. I have it on foam squares. Then I cut out just a little spoon to add to the side there. I used the To My Bestie. I cut it out and stamped it and cut it out with the die. And then here's where I used one of those flower bling. And I think that came out so cute. And this paper is from the paper pad, and it's 2-sided. So you have to make sure that you're cutting it out the right way. So this is one side, and then this is the other side. Because this is one piece, you have to be mindful if you're doing a directional piece. So this part flips up and you glue it on the sides. So what I did was, when you cut it out, you get this piece that's dipped down here. That's what I used down here. I just flipped it up and cut it on, put it on the edge, so that there is a little bit more interest to it other than just having it plain here. Oops. So I thought that was kind of cute. I've been trying to look at my paper, ways to use the pieces that are shaped different and cutouts and things like that. So I think that made a nice border for this. So there it is up close. Then I decided, since it's Christmas in July, to make a Christmas version. Excuse me, a Christmas version. So here is the Christmas version. I have used the peppermint dies. I used the sheet out of that Christmas paper. Again, it's the same thing. It's two-sided. So this one really wasn't directional, so I didn't really have to worry about it. But you do have to decide which piece you want to show here and which one you want to be the back and flip up. Then again, I took the curved piece and I put it down here, and you could see the little peppermints along the bottom there with that. And I put little bling in the center of the whole ones. And then I put one of those little flowers bling there, and then another bling here. And these little blings are diamond dots. And then I stamped out "Sending you peppermint kisses." And then I cut that out with the die. So that is the second one. So those are my projects for Two Crafters, One Design and Satmore Makes for this week. I will have, again, the links below. Please check out these ladies who host these hashtags for us. Jill Norwood's been doing the Satmore Makes for quite a while, and now I guess the Two Crafters, One Design have been doing this for quite a while too. So it's fun to be able to join in, even if it's late. I didn't have time this morning. I spent all day today, well, yesterday now, Saturday, and all day Friday, at my dad's doing a garage sale with him and my brother, and then we have one more day today. So I'm going to sign off and go put myself in the bed so that I can get down there in order to be ready for the garage sale for today, last day. So everyone, thank you so much for watching. You have a great and a very, very blessed day. Bye-bye.